Hey guys, so let's talk a little bit about this electrical system that you see here. So obviously we're flipping up the bed here. None of these items that you see under here do you need access to regularly. Only if there's a problem would you need access here. Everything runs automatically, kicks itself on, kicks itself off when it's necessary, such as the charger, which is your shoreline charger. So when you're plugged into shore power outside, you've got your shore power, you've got your solar panel charger right here, and you've got your inverter, which are connected to the batteries underneath that I'll show you in just a moment. Everything is self-sufficient here. You don't need to do anything or maintain anything unless there's something that goes wrong. But you know it's all here. All your wires are running. From the inverter, this is your AC power. You've got two outlets right here. This outlet is coming down to a power strip right here. This is going to a power strip in the back that I'll show you in just a moment. Your shorelines and everything that goes up to the roof, including for these beautiful LED lights that we have here that don't pull hardly anything. These guys, if you turn on, they're connected to the battery. They're not connected to the vehicle at all and don't pull a lot. Everything that you see there is coming back through this door jamb right here, coming up, and then through this section all the way up, and then over in case you would need access to this vent. If you take that apart, you'll be able to see all the electrical that's in there, including what's connected to the lights and the solar panels. Everything goes through right there. Coming back down, this is your DC to DC charger. That connects to the battery in the vehicle and the alternator in the vehicle. This charges while you're driving. And finally, we have our DC power right here. So there are AC outlets all over the place, but then there's also the DC power. The DC power is what you see right here, where you've got your typical DC outlet and your USB ports right there. Both running off of your DC directly from the battery into this little switch here, and then running to wherever we have the DC power, such as the LED lights and the USB ports that are on here. Coming back to your shoreline, this right here, this electrical wire that you see coming from here all the way through and connecting here, this is your shore power or connected to the generator. Of course, anything that's coming in from outside. When you're running the generator, little hint, generators are not great for electronic devices, so you want to disconnect your battery charger, the shore charger, which is just this outlet right here. You're just going to pull that out. Just that simple. Coming down underneath, you're going to see, of course, right here. So we've got our power strip surge protector. And we have this little guy. If you look at this, this is your antenna that you can put on the roof. I'll show you that right now. So you'll see up here in this corner, there's a spot for that big antenna, but the small antenna is right here always. So it's not something you need. It's only when you're in the boondocks, in the middle of nowhere, would you want to actually use this tall one. We did use it a number of times, and it, I wouldn't say it doubles, but it probably third again. This doubles the current signal. This gives you another third in order to really boost up that signal. This has a wire running all the way down through here, and you can see the wire over here that comes again down in through this door jamb all the way down to connect. This is what that is. This outlet right here, I leave that unplugged most of the time just because we don't want anything extra pulling on the battery, but when you need the extra signal, you're driving, it's good to have it there. Underneath, you can see we've got your batteries, two batteries, both 100 amp hours. We've got also your charger. That's what this charger is. And you have your DC, which is connected back over to that DC that I showed you a little while ago over there. This switch is important. We're going to just mention this real quickly. This is what disconnects or connects your whole system to the vehicle battery. So it's on here when you're driving. You want it on, so it's charging the batteries. When you're not driving for a couple of days, if it's just overnight, it's not a big deal. But if you're not driving a couple of days, you do want it in the off position, just so that there's no bleeding of the electrical through the system from your vehicle, because you don't want to not be able to start your van when you're done. Let's come back around outside. Here is the connection to shore power. that we've got. So you just simply get your extension cord, plug it in here, plug it in to shore power or to your generator. Up on top, you can actually see our solar panel. That is running right into the inside. You can also see the two vents, but that's not electrical. And then we come around the back of the vehicle and inside, and we can see here you've got 3 outlets that are connected to your inverter, 1 outlet that is connected directly to shore power. Your microwave and coffee pot should run off of shore power, not off of the inverter. They pull way too hard on those batteries, and we just want to keep that in mind. Up top, let's come up. We've got our refrigerator that's always plugged into the inverter. Here is the other power strip, 1 line going into the refrigerator, 1 line coming up here and coming across into those outlets I just showed you. So again, here, and you've got lots of outlets available for whatever you need, charging phones, whatever you might need, okay? Then here we have the booster for the cell signal, and we do have these little battery powered lights on both sides, here, and you can also see our carbon monoxide detector just in case you want to run the vehicle while you're in the vehicle. One more thing we'll show you is going to be under, let me come back out so you can see where we're going in. Under this, up in, you're going to also see another 12-volt connector and USB ports. We'll talk about that a little bit more when we get into the water system.